And if I know that I'm calling that in, then I can trust that everything that's showing up, including this moment of in unforeseen emotion that arose seemingly out of nowhere, that is happening for me on the path of this intention.
This is The Deep Dive with Adam Roa.
And it was playing a song that we used to love or whatever it is, right? And so there's this unconscious thing that's being processed. And I don't know what sparks it, but I feel something all of a sudden, what feels like it's out of nowhere. And so what do I do in that scenario? Well, I drove for a little bit and then finally I pulled over and I had a good cry. That's honestly what I did. I pulled over for maybe 5 to 10 minutes and I allowed myself to feel it, like truly feel it and say, okay, something, my unconscious has said, this is important. It filtered into my conscious awareness. And I could sit here and say, I don't want to be thinking about this. I don't want to feel this way. And instead, I realize if I've set an intention, and this is where intentional living is so magical, because I have this foundational belief that everything is happening for me, for the intention that I've set. And I think I spoke about this on one of my earlier podcasts recently, but like I have the intention of spending my life with someone who I raise a family with. Right? That's an intention that I have. And I can feel that relationship as being fun and playful and expansive and just so full of devotion and love. And when I feel that, I know that I'm calling that in. And if I know that I'm calling that in, then I can trust that everything that's showing up, including this moment of in unforeseen emotion that arose seemingly out of nowhere, that is happening for me on the path of this intention. And so I get to honor it and not resist it, not fight it. And maybe what that path looks like is there's just a lot of, sadness and heartbreak and things that want to be processed and moved through so that I can get to the place where it's not a part of my daily experience. And if it's not a part of my daily experience, all of a sudden I'm having more fun. I'm more magnetic. I'm a brighter light. And I am now much more likely to attract the person that is my partner that I'm calling in with my intention. And to be fair, like I don't even want a relationship right now. That's not even what I'm calling in, but the intention of that is one that I can trust I'm on that path, whether in a relationship or not, whether happy, sad, depressed, like whatever it is, it's happening for me. But where we get stuck sometimes is when we resist the emotional experience as thinking that it's not a part of that path. And when we resist it, we don't allow it to move through. It stagnates in our system. And so me pulling it over and just allowing myself 10 minutes to really cried out. And I yelled like twice. And then I was like, okay. It's not necessarily all gone, but in this moment, I feel better.